The importance of listening in organizational communication is listening to get information, to build working relationship, to maintain company reputation, and to reduce conflict. When you listen, you're able to get the information you learned and to actually reflect on it and to actually put what you learned into action. When you do that, you're able to reduce conflict. You're able to understand where other person's coming from and actually fulfill their needs. And also with maintaining company reputation, as far as with listening to customers, you're able to fulfill their needs to avoid confusion and to maintain company reputation, which is very important, because when you listen to understand, basically. And the importance of diversity in organizational communication is to basically blend all different people together, ideas, concepts, beliefs, everything together to fulfill the organizational's purpose. There are not as many diverse organizations, but when an organization is diverse, it is a very strong, innovative organization that is a blended culture, basically. They have different experience, different abilities, and to me, it just builds a stronger foundation as far as the organization. So, 3 articles that 3 readings that resonated with me the most. Sorry about that. Is the 7 biggest diversity issues in the workplace, the diversity lecture, and why is listening important in a business organization. So, from 7 biggest diversity issues in the workplace, it just pretty much talks about, let me pull it up. It just pretty much talks about the diversity issues being acceptance and respect, accommodation of beliefs, ethnic and cultural differences, gender equality, physical and mental disability, generation gaps, language and communication. So what stood out to me the most is ethnic and cultural differences, because of course I'm African American, and the article read 5 African American CEOs out of Fortune 500, out of all Fortune, it's only, sorry, I read that wrong. There's only 5 African American CEOs out of all the Fortune 500 companies, and I feel like that is very low, a very low number compared to all the Fortune 500 companies. I know there is a lot. I don't think it stated how many. Excuse me. Also, it said a study revealed that people with African American sounding names are 14% less likely to get a call back. And I just feel like with a company that seeks to have a diverse ethnic and cultural background is very important, because we all have different outlooks and different strengths that we can bring to the organization, that makes the organization look kind of more ethical. The next article we have is the diversity lecture, and that one pretty much talks about diversity versus uniformity, and it basically just said managing diversity is harder than managing uniformity. Managing diversity is more challenging, expensive, time-consuming, demanding, stressful, and prone to fail, which I understand, because, you know, uniformity is kind of structured. You know, you want people all to align in the same way, the way they think, the way they act. That's just not good. Diversity is good because it just allows people to be themselves, and I feel like it would be very, very, more challenging to to strive for a diverse organization. But I also read hold on, let me find it. A truly diverse organization or work environment, on the other hand, unified through common vision and purpose, is healthy, strong, innovative, dynamic, and capable of blending multiplicity of perspective, experience, and abilities. Organizations and their management teams often define diversity too narrowly by tolerating rather than embracing government guidelines about inclusion of gender, racial, and sexual diversity in the workplace, focusing on the avoidance of legal risks rather than the benefits of diversity, and doing the minimum necessary rather than the maximum to promote diversity. I feel like that is very true, because I don't know why it's so hard for organizations to have diverse backgrounds. But I know that a lot of organizations follow like a diversity like law or rule that says you have to have so-and-so amount of disabled people, amount of African American people, amount of Hispanic people, and stuff like that. The last article is why is learning important in a business organization? And I kind of went over that already. So it's important. Listening is important to gain information, maintain company reputation. Let's see. Building trust, reducing conflict. I kind of went over that already, but those are the 3 articles that I felt resonated with me the most. And thank you for listening.